Are we going to successfully achieve anything today in this game? I'd say it's iffy at this point. It's very iffy. I have no idea how we got caught. At least we didn't get tased for walking down a sidewalk. Sorry, is that too pertinent to current situations in the world? Okay. Where is the camera that caught us? Because there's got to be a camera over here. Philosophy chats with another shepherd, maybe. See, that's just it, Copernicium. For philosophy chats, we don't have to add the maybe because philosophy is a soft... It's not really a science. It's a soft subject. So I can spread whatever crappy philosophy I want and not technically be wrong. Doesn't make me right, but I'm not technically wrong. It's not necessarily a good thing. The other tenant is about to be home. Can we even get through the front door of this house? Also, what caught us? Was it that camera through the bush? That's the only thing I could think of. There we go. Boom. The other tenant is literally home. They're in the kitchen right now, apparently. So we're just gonna hide in the garage for a second. You got anything good in here? Where's our flashlight, though? Ugh! You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. The cops in this, the cops in this is, they're a little iffy. Gaming has been really important. Okay, I didn't realize that was going to be that easy. Gaming's been really important to me for... Hello, good sir. That's not good. I thought he had already left. If we leave right now, is there a chance they won't discover the burglary? Because he's going to be leaving in a second. Super Mario 64, played it with my sisters and mom, old console. Yeah. So now we wait. We wait for an hour for that tenant to leave. Because unfortunately, if we try to break in right now, and they leave through the front gate that's open, they're gonna apparently discover it. I'm curious if when he goes to leave, if he's going to discover that we broke in because the door is unlocked. I don't think he should. But we don't fully know the way this game works as far as that's concerned. Oh, hello. Yeah, Halo 2. Halo 2 is my Super Mario 64. It's obviously from a lot later, but Halo 2 is the game that, like, I played that thing into the dirt. I knew every glitch. I knew tank jumping, all of it. That game was so fun. I have a lot of really, really, really good, strong memories from Halo 2 days. Made really good friends from Halo 2 as well. Any minute now, he's going to leave, and we're going to see if we have to sprint for our lives. Granted, that security guard that just is sort of patrolling the streets could walk up and decide that I apparently look shifty enough to get tased anyway. I am definitely suing him for assault and battery. I don't have the nostalgia, and Halo is still fun. Yeah, Halo was always just a really smooth, clean game. And, like, it functioned, well, not always. There are certain titles that we won't talk about here. But it always functioned well enough and smooth enough that it, like... So that's the important part when you're trying to break a game, right? You need it to be consistent and consistently broken. So Halo 2 was consistent, the gameplay was the same, and the glitches were also consistent in the way that you could break it, right? So when you get those two things together, it ends up being a game that you can sit in front of for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours finding new ways to break it. Because if the glitches are consistent, it's perfect. I have Halo 3. I want to get the Master Chief Collection on PC so that we can play through it together on stream. Like just to have that experience under the streaming belt. Because that would be extremely fun, right? I love I love Halo. I miss the old Halo days. I'm curious. I think from what I've seen, most of the Halo 2 glitches still work on the Master Chief Collection for PC, but I obviously haven't confirmed that. So it'd be really cool to try that out and see what ways we could continue to break the game. Because I don't know at this point. I don't know. Okay, here we go. I played one with you, and we stole one of those purple sky vehicles, Banshee. I think that was a glitch, and it was awesome. Was that... What was that? Because that wasn't... I don't think we played Halo 2, did we? Where are you going? Where are you going? This guy's gonna notice us. I don't like that. I don't trust that at all. It's on Xbox 360? Yeah, that's where I played 3 as well. Back in the day. Yes, Sorrows. What can I do for you? Alright, so that's the painting we want. You're mad? What are you mad at? Are you mad because all the nostalgia talk has made you more nostalgic? You're welcome. Enjoy that. I don't think we can get past this dude. Ooh, okay, alright. Yellow wire to here, yellow wire to here, and then red wire to here, and red wire to there. Boom! Okay. Wait, what? Hang on. Oh, we get locked back into it. If you accidentally start it again, you get locked in, and you can't exit. That's rough. Okay. I don't know how we're supposed to get past this dude. Genuinely have no idea. I honestly couldn't tell you. I thought we played all the ones you had at some point or another. We played... What did we play? I don't remember which one we played. I was playing it and it broke. How many days it lasted? 3. Dude, the old Xbox 360s, like way back in the day. Man, back in the old days. The old days of the Xbox 360 release when Microsoft decided it was a good idea to release a completely broken console. Man, those original 360s. Over my gaming career, I think I must have gone through at least 6 Xbox 360s. I finally, my last one broke, and then Fatal, the same guy I was playing Halo 2 with, he got me whatever newest re-release that they had. Why did this guy not call the police when he noticed that we stole his painting? It's interesting. Anywho, he got me one of the like last ones that they did where it was like a test run for the Xbox One that they were doing at one point. And that one is the only console that has survived. But I think that one survived only because at that point I had moved on to PC gaming. So I was no longer playing my 360 for 16 hours and destroying any heat protection that it may have had at the time. I got so many red rings of death. So many of them. So I get it, Saras. I totally get it. I spent a lot of days in GameStop trying to get stuff fixed. That model was just a new case. The one right before the Xbox One release, that they made it look really sleek. Yeah, same internal. Yeah. I think it was a step up. I don't think I had the 360S at all. So I think I went from whatever came before the 360S, just the basic 360, but with a lot of the hardware patches that they allegedly did at one point or another. I think I went from that straight to that sleek black case that, I mean, it still works. I still use it every now and then to play Viva Pinata and N Plus and other such games that I downloaded back in the days of Games with Gold when you actually got a game for free. Dude, my life changed when I got a computer for gaming. Yeah, PC gaming. That's a whole nother rant. I'll get to that, don't worry. All they did was add a copper pipe to the heatsink and also another little heatsink. I mean, the big issue with the 360 was the overheating. So if that is all that they did, that might have been all that they needed to do, because most of the red rings of death that I got over the years, most of my Xboxes going down, were from overheating issues. And by the way, that viral video that went around at one point of how to fix the red ring of death, where you wrap your Xbox console in a towel and you let it overheat for like 30 minutes, that freaking worked. I don't know why. I have no idea why that reset the internals, but on one of my 360 consoles, I did that because I was desperate and I couldn't afford a new console at the time. So that works but is not. Yeah, exactly. But I couldn't afford a new console and I wanted to keep playing, so I was like, screw it. If it's broken anyway, what's the worst that can happen? Can I break it? Meh. So I did it and it freaking worked. It's crazy. I never really got into the console modding scene just because I was too broke. So when I got a new console, it's all that I could really do was to try to keep it running at the time. Get some sleep. Why is our story to get some sleep right now? I don't like that. I don't trust that at all. Let's sell our stuff before we do that so that we can at least go into whatever this next bit is without a full inventory. So it is nothing. Nothing. Wanted. The reason it works is that the motherboard warps and some contacts come loose. Oh, so you're resoldering it. Yeah. Basically melt the solder. Hopefully the contacts make contact again and fixes the rod. Yeah. Then you might get another few weeks out of it. Actually, that console worked for like 6 more months. Freaking crazy. That was lucky. That was pure luck that it worked and that it continued to work. Everything is sold, so let's go to the pawn shop and then we'll do it. PC gaming though. One of the mods here, Kopi, spent years before PC gaming was like a popular thing, before it really picked up. He would swear by it and tell me constantly every time I went over to his house, like, PC gaming is the best, man. It's all that there is to it. But every time I would go over to his house, he'd be like, man, PC gaming is the thing. Just try it. And I would play a game on his computer every now and then. It'd be like, oh, this is terrible. It doesn't work. It's not proper. And then one day I was spending the night at his house and he had stuff to do. So it was just me and his computer for like 8 hours. And what did I play? I don't remember what I played. It might have been Arma, which, by the way, Arma's a whole nother thing. Trying to learn all the controls to that game. That game has almost as many controls as Tarkov. But I sat there with his computer for hours and hours, and then it finally clicked in my head how much more functional keyboard and mouse was, and how much smoother the games were running on his PC. So after that time, I immediately swapped over and I wanted a computer. I ended up buying Kopi's computer at one point. He had an old water-cooled computer that was already outdated at the time, but I was broke and I wanted to get into PC gaming, so I did that instead. So I bought his old water-cooled computer, and the computer that we're on right now, the Potato that we're on, is that same computer technically. The only part that's the same at this point is one of the hard drives that's in it. Every other part has been replaced with at least the entry-level stuff from modern age, because that was some old tech at that point. But ever since then, PC gaming has been my absolute go-to, and I would not go back. I was so convinced console was better. I started off playing Siege with a controller attached to my computer instead of the mouse, and it was a mess. Yeah. I mean, gamepads are good for a couple of games. Like, I still have my Xbox One controller that I plug in and play sometimes on stream. Like, Fallen Order was way better with a gamepad. So there are games and there are situations that I still think controller is better, but console is not better. Controller on PC is still better than console for me, personally. Controllers suck. Controllers, they don't suck. They just suck more than keyboard in a lot of cases, in my opinion. Shooters are so much better with a mouse, though. Yeah. The camera sucks. You just gotta play with your sensitivity. Don't get me wrong, Sorrows. I prefer mouse and keyboard for almost every game. But it does have some value sometimes to play with a gamepad. Okay, we're good. We don't need any of that. Being able to remap keys. That really is the secret, isn't it? The remapping. Oh, delicious. Delicious remapping. When I finally upgraded to a mouse that had 2 side buttons on it, I will never, ever go back. Ever. For any reason, man. It is so much better to be playing with side buttons on your mouse. Oh, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Because most entry-level mice at this point are going to have some sort of buttons. Like, My favorite mouse that I have ever used, I've played with a couple gaming mice from friends that have had them, etc., etc. And my favorite mouse is like a $20 crusty little too heavy Logitech mouse that is not for gaming, but it has two side buttons. I love this thing. I love this thing. It works super well for me. Oh, the mouse button's 12 out of 10. Amen. Amen. Mouse buttons are that's where it's at. Just having those two extra buttons right where your thumb naturally lands. Delicious. If I were to upgrade, I think I would want a third button on the mouse. I don't really want like the... Oh, what was that mouse that was popular back in the day? It was one of the Razer mice, and it had, what was it, like 12 buttons on the side, like keypad style for World of Warcraft and crap like that? I don't remember the name of the mouse. It wasn't the Razer Naga, I don't think. I have a mouse that might be gamer. I don't really know where the delineation is at this point between gamer mice and non-gamer mice, because you can get a gamer mouse on Amazon at this point for like $10, and it's going to be so much worse than a Logitech mouse that you can get. That's just how it is. Not 3, but 5. Ooh, 5 buttons. 5 might be a little too many for me, because I want to be able to hit them very quickly without having to worry about it, and I got large thumbs, so I can fat finger stuff a lot. It really bites me in the butt sometimes. So I think just 3 buttons would be ideal for me. Because then I still want the spot. I still want the spot on the side of the mouse for where your thumb actually rests. Like when you're just holding it. And then the buttons above it. Delicious. Delicious mouse design. Ergonomic. Okay, we slept at home. Which means Vinny should now have something for us.
Hey, it's time to get our cam. Go fetch it and bring it in. It's just the thing we need to wrap this up.
Okay. I forgot that we planted a camera. I totally forgot that that's what we were doing. I've been ranting for so long now. Wait, I thought we did break or steal the lioness painting, didn't we? I could have sworn we did that. Did we not grab that on our way out? Did we not? Huh. Alright, well, we gotta go back anyway, so... Your keyboard broke? Well, if Linus Tech Tips taught me anything, you should stick it in the dishwasher. Don't actually do that unless you are intending to. Go watch his video before you do anything like that. But what broke about it? Is it just not responding? Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Additionally, have you tried turning it off and on again? Here's the pineapple of pizza. Pineapples on... Let me try to read English for a second. Hang on. Here's the pineapples on pizza of gaming. Membrane versus mechanical keyboards. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Hang on. So, I'm at my station here, right? And then we have Copenicium Station right behind me. And you'll be able to hear it. Don't worry. Here, keyboard drives me up the wall. I cannot stand her cherry blues. They are the freaking worst, man. Those clicks drive me crazy. I am not a clicky keyboard guy. With that said, membrane versus mechanical. Unfortunately, I am on the wrong side of history because I have always preferred the feeling of membrane keyboards, but as much as it pains me to say, I have to admit, I have to say out loud that membrane keyboards are in fact inferior to mechanical. They don't have the same response time. They don't have the same longevity. They're not as functional. They're just not as good. And I hate that. I hate that so much. But it's true. It is unfortunately true. Mechanical keyboards are superior. That being said, if I do end up upgrading my keyboard at some point, because I literally have the out-of-the-box HP keyboard. My computer's not HP. It was a hand-me-down from some other system that was bought just to do one purpose and basically get thrown away. But I'm using like a default HP keyboard. That's a whole nother story, actually. I don't remember the brand, which is good because I can't slander the brand. But man, once upon a time, I finally decided to upgrade my keyboard. And I did so much freaking research, and I found the perfect RGB membrane keyboard. And I'm not really big on RGB, but I thought it'd be cool. Like, I wanted to have a gamer keyboard. I wanted to have the macro buttons on the side, the programmable macros, the keyboard software. I wanted the whole shtick. And I finally found a membrane keyboard that fit all of the buttons and was just within my budget. I was super excited, and I ordered it, and I spent, that was back in the days before 2-day shipping was like the normal. And I spent like 2 weeks waiting for this thing to come because I think it had to go through customs, but that's neither here nor there. I spent 2 weeks waiting for this thing, and it finally came, and I was so excited, and it worked for like 3 hours. It worked for like 3 hours. And then I was sending messages, and when I would hit one key, like I would hit the F key, and it would type out FGHKJJ. If I would hit one key, it would queue up like 6 keys, and it would hit them all at the same time, and it was heartbreaking. It was absolutely heartbreaking. And I tried everything. I tried reinstalling the drivers for the keyboard. I tried reinstalling the program. I unplugged it and plugged it back in. I did not try disassembling it. Big Fudge, F in chat, yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. Also, thank you for stopping by, welcome. But, oh man, I tried everything, and the stupid thing, it didn't work, and since then, that just scarred me, man. I'm so scared to do that level of research to pick another perfect keyboard and hype myself up, because I'm so scarred. I'm worried the same exact thing is going to happen. So, with all that said, I am still using just a, like, out-of-the-box comes with the Best Buy system keyboard. And it's crap, but it works. And it has worked pretty well, actually. I think I say it works. Over the last, like, 3 weeks, I've noticed that the left side of my spacebar doesn't respond very well. The right side works perfectly fine, but obviously because when I'm gaming, I only use the left side of the spacebar. It is less responsive now than it was. Guys, I'm thinking about jumping off a building. In my... Ooh, good save there, streaming for losers, man. I was about to go on a whole diatribe about, like, depression and things like that. Ooh, good save, good save. Short version, life is valuable, and if you choose to quit the game of life, then there's no hope for getting any good endings. And even when life is punching you in the gut repeatedly, it's worth it, because if you don't go to the next level, I'm going to use gaming terminology and be really lame like that. If you don't go to the next level, you'll never know if they patched it in the next version. Well, that was such a lame way to phrase that. But the point is, life sucks sometimes and it hurts sometimes, but all you can do is get back up and keep trying, because you never know, tomorrow might be the best day you've ever had in your whole life. So, philosophy rant dodged mostly? No, not dodged at all. I went into it anyway because I'm a fool. Is this game fun? This game is actually really fun. If you enjoy... So, okay, I want to show you... I really want to show you where it's fun and where it sort of struggles, but the struggles that this game... Ah, okay, that's awkward. Oh crap, he's totally about to detect us. Hang on. Ah, ah. Don't see the gate, don't see the gate, don't see the gate. If they see the gate open, they'll know that someone broke in and they'll call the cops. Yeah, they called the cops because the gate was open. See? That is a perfect example of a way in which this game sort of falls short sometimes. Because stuff like that can happen, and it probably shouldn't happen, but it's fine. And then, theoretically, that guy may have just seen us getting into the dumpster. We might die. We might die. Yeah, I think he did see us. We're gonna run for it. We're gonna go for the next stop. We'll just wait for the next patch. Yeah, right, Big Fudge? Oh, we got one behind us. The fuzz is on us. The fuzz is on us. So, to answer your question, this game is actually really fun if you enjoy games that are a little bit broken. Because it does most of the stuff that it's trying to do pretty well, honestly. And there are random mini games that I did not anticipate would be in this game, but whatever. Yeah, that guy just saw me, which means the cops know where we are again. It's interesting and unique to me because this game features both the old, like, Fallout and Skyrim style lockpicking and Oblivion style lockpicking, if you're familiar with both of those. Where one of them, you just gotta find the right pin position and then you turn the cylinder and it unlocks the door, which is the Skyrim Fallout style. And then it also has the Oblivion style where you push the pins down and you have to click at the right time, which is a little bit more realistic, kind of. I've always enjoyed the Oblivion style lockpicking personally, but it's all fun, man. I like games that are partially broken. Theoretically, right now, they don't know where we are, because we got into the dumpster when that person right there didn't see us. And yeah, they're all gone. Okay, so we're good to go. And just like that, we can go try to rob this house again.